Hey everyone, welcome back to the My Team Career Mode. Today it's episode 4, and yes, it is the Chinese Grand Prix that I keep calling the Canada Grand Prix, which I'm very annoyed at, but we're starting off with a few activities, and we're going to get into an invitational event, which is the first one we'll do this season. We also go ahead and upgrade our engine build time, because that really did need upgrading.
Now, while today's classic exhibition event has no direct impact upon the Formula One World Championship, you better believe that with their reputations on the line, the drivers down there are still hungry to show that they've got what it takes to get a win.
Alright, so the Invitational Event. I was terrible in this. I am rubbish in classic cars, and for some reason this felt faster than my actual F1 2020 My Team car. Which, in case you're wondering, is like a full-on black with some orange lines. Looks really cool. Looks better than this weird-looking Red Bull. And yeah, it just felt weird to drive. I don't know if it was slower, and it just felt, because Zandvoort is what we're going to be doing next episode. I don't know if it was like the downforce felt. There was so much downforce on this car. It was unreal. Obviously, the halo in there, so that was also weird. It brings me back to F1 2016, but. Yeah, it was a bit weird driving like that. Alright, so practice. It was pretty decently done, so we have loads of upgrades coming in here for this. However, we are behind AlphaTauri now, which is not good, but we are behind them, and that is going to annoy me forever. However, we do still, and I will even say, this was worthy of such a good race. I'm really trying not to spoil where we came, but as you can see, just going in the pits, did go a bit wrong here, but we do make it, which is good. Voice crack. Because, yeah, I actually did go quite a bit wrong there. Alright, getting into our first flying lap here for qualifying. We're going to want a decent qualifying position. However, really we're aiming for 15th or 16th here. That is roughly where we should be about. So, qualifying 1, P1. No, not qualifying 1, lap 1. Not P1 either. Currently P11. We're going to be aiming for a decent lap time going into the end of the lap. We've not got the greatest lap, and it really does show. As you can see, it's going to be a P, I believe 5 at the minute. It's P7, sorry. But we're in front of our teammate. But anyway, guys, let's get into lap 2, and everyone's coming out here. Immediately have to get past a Haas, and another Haas eventually, which we do get. It was pretty easy to get them both. But so far, Raikkonen is in front of us, and it doesn't seem like Norris has got a good lap down in P13, because we are P15 at the minute. So we're really going to have to try, really going to have to push. We're setting green sectors, which is a good sign. Obviously it'd be insane if we were getting purple sectors, but obviously we're not, because we're not in a Mercedes. Terrible corner there, so I think that really did affect our lap time. You can see the Alfa Romeo pushing back. Sorry, that's I don't actually know what that car is. I think that's a Alfa Romeo, but it is going to be a P18 qualification, which is okay, and I really do say okay because it isn't ideal. So we're going to have to stick with it, aren't we? Anyway, we're getting into an interview actually. This is what rival, and for some reason they chose the hardest rivals they could have. Ocon, Ricardo, Sainz, and Kvyat. Like, seriously, mate. That is the hardest rivals we could have asked for.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before the braking zone of turn 14. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Alexander Albon, and Vettel, Stroll, Ricciardo, Perez, and Lando Norris. Leclerc, Gasly, Daniel Kvyat, and Ocon, Magnussen, Correa, Kimi Raikkonen, and the rookie, Grosjean, Russell, Giovinazzi, and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
But anyway, guys, we're going to be getting into the race now. It's 5 lead rights. I just said lead rights. But we're off and away for the Shanghai Grand Prix. It's a brilliant start from us. Catching up to our teammate. Can we even get in front of him? And the Renault of Esteban Ocon and the 2 AlphaTauris, which is going to be brilliant here. We're almost going round to Lando Norris in that McLaren, but we do have the 2 AlphaTauris trying to pressure us. We're going to have to get past them. It's going to be pretty difficult. We even pressure the McLaren of Lando Norris, but we do let him get the priority there. We do get a collision with Lando Norris penalty, but it's nothing. We're up to P12. It'd be incredible if we could get our first points here, but it's pretty long gone because we'd have to get in front of Lando Norris and the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. It's the first time we've even seen a Mercedes in this screen, in this series really, because like, it's not a car you'd see this far back into a series like this. So we are going to be trying to pressure the McLaren of Lando Norris, one of my favourite drivers, one of my favourite driver on the grid at this moment. But he is so fast, there is no chance. However, we do go for a dive bomb last minute when we realise we're going to go into him. It does say we get a collision with him. I actually checked that after. We don't get a collision with him there. That was unjustified from the game, but he is going to have to go ahead and pressure us yet again. This is going to be fighting with a McLaren of Lando Norris, and something we didn't expect coming into this race, but it is going to happen. We also have the 2 AlphaTauris of Gasly and Kvyat behind us, so that is going to be a problem, but we're up into P11. The Ferrari of Charles Leclerc is very, very far away now. It's around 1 second right now, but he is about 1.5 seconds away from us. That Ferrari is one of the most powerful cars right now. It's about 4th, so that, I mean, it still needs to be nerfed in my opinion. Qualifying just happened, because I'm doing this on the same day as episode 3. Qualifying just happened, and well, Leclerc is behind Vettel, so very surprising actually. But we are going to want to try and defend our position, because a P11, even saying that we don't get points, would be incredible. However, we do go off track there. We're going to lose a bit of time onto there. Saying that we're going onto the back straight at Shanghai, one of the longest straights in the whole calendar this year, which is brilliant. But the raw speed of this Mercedes engine is so high that we keep it. A bit of a late break there, which will not go well. Leclerc still in front of us. It is flying fastest laps here. Lewis Hamilton, and I believe that was Max Verstappen. Little bit of a camera change there, but as you can see, we're going to have the McLaren of Lando Norris go ahead and pressure us. He takes the outside line as we go into the corner of turn 1 and 2, but we do keep the position. As I said in the last episode of Vietnam, we are brilliant at defending in this game. I always have been. It's been something that like has been a strong suit for me, defending, and like I've stopped using flashbacks really nowadays. So it's literally raw defending, which is brilliant. But as you can see, Leclerc so far away now, and the McLaren still able to get in front of us. That is not going to be a problem. Obviously, I don't want to hold up Lando Norris. A bit of a yawn there. It's very late right now. I think it's about 4 o'clock. But he actually does go ahead, tries to make a move on the inside of that turn. Don't know which one it is, but we do defend it, luckily. And yeah, that could have ended in disaster there, Lando. And he is actually going to go ahead and make another move. But the raw power of this car is so fast that even the DRS isn't that much faster. Yep, said that a bit too early. But we go ahead and take the outside line, still giving him space. We have to give him space. As you can see, I am really giving people space in this save, because I don't want any crashes or collisions or anything like that, because I do want videos, and my videos aren't that long. They're about 20 minutes long, and that's roughly where they should be. There's so much action in this. I had to cut down so much of this already in lap 4, because it isn't the longest stack ever. He does look for that. You're just about to see his tyre. Not a position where you'd expect a driver of that caliber to go ahead and make a try. But anyway, we're getting into the start of technically lap 4 still. But he is still going to pressure us. We're still going to try and keep this position. It's going to be pretty tough, but I think we may be able to just about do it, which is going to be brilliant. Yes, the sponsors in the background, obviously, and yes, we're on the super softs, so Jeff hasn't made the worst strategy call he could have ever done. As we've learned in Vietnam, we're going to customize every single strategy we ever get now. We're never starting on the mediums row. We're going to look in practice one whether the mediums or the softs are the way to go. And so far in this race, it was looking like the softs to hard were going to work, and that is the strategy that we were on as Lando Norris now very close to us, almost too close to us. Should have ended slipstream here, because he is getting the loads of slipstream off of us. So much so that the Alpha Tauri, both of them are going to go ahead and pressure us now. Lando Norris gets the overtake done and dusted. We cannot defend that again. Because of the Alpha Tauri just in that position. He does push us very much off a track, and that is a problem, but we do have DRS, so does he though, I believe, and so many people are pitting now. Lap 5 though, we are now in the pits, and we do actually get 2 pit windows, because we do get wing damage in this, so we've got wing damage again. But we don't go into the pits for it, because I thought, you know what, let's actually stay for it. But we are actually going in the pits for our first and only pit stop now onto the hards, and it was a pretty average pit stop. I believe it was actually 2.5 seconds. That is roughly what we are getting. Sorry if I yawn a lot. That is roughly what the average pit stop is, 2.5 seconds. Get any under, that's a pretty slow pit stop. If you get any higher, that's a decent pit stop. And yeah, that looks like a 2.5. We get out so far away from the AlphaTauri, which is good, because we want to be quite far away from him, because Kvyat is really annoying us. We also have the car of Ocon, so that isn't going to be good. If you're wondering why we're down in P17, it's because many cars haven't pitted yet, so we're going to have to wait for them to pit before we can actually do anything really. Because you don't know what position you're in until the end of the race. Because, I mean, even in this real life, you can go for 2 stops, or you can even go for 1 stops, and you never know till the end of the race until you've properly done every pit stop, and you're on that back straight, and you're thinking, alright, I guess this is where I'm finishing. Unless you have someone challenging you right at that very moment, which we don't have right now. Kvyat is behind us, but he is not very, very close. I've turned the arrows and the name tags off, which is probably not a great idea. Probably should turn that one back on, but I'm not going to yet. Maybe I will. There you go, the pit window onto the mediums, which is a bit weird. Don't know why the game even suggested that, and Gasly... So Gasly has, I believe, lost a place to Kvyat, which would not be ideal to him. But the AlphaTauri's are still going to pressure us, and the McLaren of Lando Norris is long gone now. There is no chance he's going to get anywhere near. You can see the tyres. We're getting into a braking zone now. We really are trying to defend this to the AlphaTauri. Eventually, though, I believe we do let him past, and I believe the Renault of Ocon catches up. So we're gonna skip eventually to the last bit. But here you go. Here's actually the bit. It's lap 10 now, and Kvyat is right there. Ocon as well. I believe Kvyat. Yes, this is where Kvyat gets past us. So I will give it to him. One of the best overtakes I've ever seen. Down the inside of that thing, incredible. I could not defend that, no chance. And even Ocon was looking up my rear end, trying to get a move. Don't even think about that. Trying to get a move on us, because Ocon is a Renault that really, he hasn't been performing well this season, so really he should be doing better. But for some reason, he isn't. I don't get why. But anyway, we're going to keep going, we're going to keep trying, and we're going to see whether we can get this or not. And it's actually the Renault of Ocon now. Really pressuring us. Sorry, I'm really yawning in desperate time. Ocon now pressuring us, and we even have the AlphaTauri of Gasly pressuring us on the inside. Ocon gets the move, but we're going to have to defend from Gasly, and he does not. That is another position lost in the exact same position, so that is going to be annoying. But anyway, guys, getting into the last lap of the Grand Prix. Do hope you guys enjoyed, and that has been the Shanghai Grand Prix.
It's a performance to be proud of from our Chinese Grand Prix winners today. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
What a race, everybody. Here's the highlights of in the background. I do this every single episode, in case you're wondering. It's just something I do so that I can talk to you about the race and make the video longer. Sorry, didn't say that at all, did I? Can I just say, this is the best race we've had all season. The Australian was pretty decent, but since we've been lacking behind in Vietnam, this was incredible towards me. And I'm really going to hope to maintain this form into, I've forgotten what it's called, but the Netherlands GP. I've forgotten what it's called right now, that's really annoying me. We're going to have to maintain this, we're going to try at least. And we're also going to, so after that, we'll have, sorry. Better get you the ones out now. We're going to have the Spanish Grand Prix, and that is roughly about the time where we're going to be changing our engine. So I don't want to take any grid penalties, alright, but it's also going to be annoying in the fact that our engine is going to be worn out. So a worn engine is not good. It really isn't. Plus, we're going to have our gearbox. We could have gearbox failures and stuff. Because our durability really isn't the greatest. We've upgraded a little bit of it, but durability is something that we're really not focusing on. The good thing is we got a head start with it using Mercedes engine. Eventually we'll work a bit on it, but right now we're working a lot on engine, aero and chassis, because that is the main thing you really should focus on at the beginning of a career mode. Eventually, so next is going to be me working on my channel trailer, because I do 2 episodes of my team and then one of just a one-off video really. So guys, do hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys for the next episode of my team career mode, or if you want to watch the channel trailer, or if you're even new to this channel, do make sure you've subscribed and liked, because we're on our road to 1,000 hopefully. See you guys.